Good morning, Facebook. Here we are again. It's another beautiful Monday morning. Time to get back to it, time to make that bread. Gotta get up, bring home the bacon. But before I start too, I also wanna let everybody know, I know everybody, don't need no lesson in hygiene, but it's this bug or something that's going around, and it's starting off with a little irritation of the throat, then it gets worse and worse, and until it develops into a real bad throat sore, and it could possibly develop even worse. It's depending on your anatomy, how your body is able to fight off infections, and things like that. But the key to it, it's no certain way to keep you from getting it, but wash your hands wherever you go. Wash your hands, try to keep some hand sanitizer, which keep your hands clean, because that's the most common way to spread things, spread germs, through your hands. Your hands your hands is the more active part of your body. They touch this and that and third, of course, along with everybody else. But keep your hands washed. But back to the subject at hand. We're coming out of Proverbs chapter 23, because today is the 23rd. Of course, you all know that. We're coming out of 23 and 35. And this one is real interesting. I love this, and all this information is in the Bible, y'all. You can find all this information in the Bible. All you have to do is give your life to Christ, because you can read this stuff all day long, and if you don't have no relationship with Christ, you're not going to understand it. You're going to just think like the way I used to think, man, this don't make no sense, or this is crazy. I don't believe this. I don't believe that. You got to have a relationship in your heart with Christ first. But chapter 23. Verse 35 out of Proverbs says, "They have stricken me, shall you say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I will seek it yet again." Now check this out, y'all. That sounds like, what is that? What does that mean? What are they trying to say? But you have to read the whole scripture. But I'm just giving you the last verse of it, because this is what we all used to say, those of us who used to drink. And this is what this scripture is about. It's about people who used to drink, or people who do drink an excessive amount of alcohol, or whatever they drink that has alcohol in it. And what they're saying is, and it's crazy because I love this type of stuff, to be able to find this in scripture, because this book was wrote, over 2,000 years ago, and it's crazy that they had these problems then, and they are relevant to us now. So if they was relevant to them then, don't you think they're relevant to us now? And don't you think that has some kind of meaning for your life? Don't you think you should follow by these guidelines? But I'm going to break this thing down. In the first part, they say, "They have stricken me." They have hurt me. That's what they say. They hurt me. Or they beat me. Or I was sick. And I felt it not. Because you was drunk. That's why everybody know when you're drunk, you don't feel no pain. You don't feel anything or nothing anyone does or nothing you does to yourself will affect you. Not right then. And it goes on to say, "And I was sick, and you shall say, and I was not sick because you didn't feel it." And then it goes on down to say, "They have beaten me." They beat me, or you got into a fight with somebody, and at the end of the fight, you didn't feel it. You still feel like King Kong, You still feel like you do the king of the jungle, even though you might think got your tail whooped, or you might whoop your tail. Either way, but the point of it is, this is what the scripture is saying. This is saying, "They have beaten me, and I felt it not." But then it goes on to, this is what a good part is, and everybody should be able to say this, and I want everybody that's watching this to raise your hand, and if you raise your hand, send me a thumbs up back, But it says, "When shall I awake? And what the question is asking is saying, oh man, I'm so sick. It's the end of the night, it's done wound down. You at home, your head spinning, you're sitting in the room, you're trying to go to sleep, and you can't because you're so sick, and you like, oh, help me. And this is that question, what we all say, or this is the statement that we all say, oh Lord, please help me. If you get me through this, I won't ever do it again. Now, I want y'all to raise y'all hand if that not happened to you. And then it goes on to say, and when I awake, I will seek it yet again. And what that's saying is simply this. You know, after you all better, after you done prayed to God to help you through this and get through it, after you wake up and you start feeling better, what you do? You go right and get you another drink and do it all over again. Now, ain't that so wonderful? You know, ain't that crazy that that's in there? That piece of material, that little bit that I read has all that material in it. But you don't have to believe me or accept what I say. Just look it up for yourself. It's Proverbs chapter 23. Read the whole chapter. It's talking about people drinking. It's talking about, you know, they murmuring off at the mouth. You know, when they get drunk, you say anything. You know, you drinking mixed wines and mixed liquor. You know, you drinking all different kinds of liquor, and and your eyes will start to see strange things. You know, you see an average looking woman or something, you think she's a dime. You know, let's all be real. You know, because I'm giving this thing real, because you know this is out the Bible. You know, I'm not the typical preacher, if you will. I'm not traditional. You know, I'm giving it to you so you can relate to it, because I've been there. You know, so these is what these things say, and it's all in here, y'all. I'm telling you, it's in here. It say, look not upon wine when it's red in the cup, when it gives its color in the cup, when it moves itself right. At the last, it'll bite like a serpent, you know, and it stings like an adder. I mean, it's going down real good, but at the end of it, it's going to bite you. It's going to bite you in the butt. I mean, this is out here. Y'all just look at it for yourself. But I want y'all to know that you are able to overcome anything with this. With this right here, y'all, you can overcome anything. I did it. And I know I was the biggest, you know, the biggest, you know, person against anything the Bible had to offer anyway. My mom used to tell me time after time, you know, and everything she used to say, I used to have something to counter it. But now, you know, I realized I done came and I seen the light. You know, it's not. It's what I was doing was wrong. What she was telling me was right. You know, it's point blank period. You know, but y'all, honestly, truly, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all, get this word. Get Christ in your life. You know, like I said before, you know, if it doesn't work, and which is going to work, but if it doesn't work, what do you got to lose? You can go right back to doing what you've been doing, and won't nothing be done change. You won't have, but I promise you, if you truly give God a chance, the way you give everything else in this world a chance, I promise you will stay with him. And he'll truly come into your heart, and you'll begin to change, and you'll get this feeling that wash all over you. I mean, y'all, this is greater than any drug I have ever done. Period. If you put God in your life, you will truly see that this book is real. This word is real. God is real. Friends, like I say, you know, it's Monday morning. Crunch time, you know, time to go make that bread, you know, so I'm going to finish getting ready, you know, I ain't going to hold y'all, but I just wanted y'all, you know, just to feel me on that. I wrote the word today because some people, you know, they can't watch the video, so I put the word of the day up too, you know, so if you can't watch the video, it's a spot there for you to read it too, you know, but it's not, you know, it's not animated as this, you know, because you can be animated on video, you know, which I am. I'm a very animated character, you know, and again, I apologize for the people, you know, for yesterday. I was chewing that gum, you know, I didn't realize I was chewing it, but when I went back and watched the video, it was like, man, what is this dude chewing on? He's like, he got a piece of steak or something in his mouth, but nevertheless, Facebook friends, y'all be blessed. Encourage others. Be encouraged and encourage others. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.